The Triple Crown News Minute for Wednesday, May 15th is presented by Kirkwood Stables. Be sure to stop by Barn C at the Fasig-Tipton Mid-Atlantic sale and check out their offerings. Coming up, we'll talk about one of their grads, Mucho Gusto. I'm Scott Jagow along with Chelsea Hackbarth. We're in the Pimlico paddock. No racing today, but it starts up tomorrow through the 144th Preakness on Saturday. Take a breath. The last few days have been insane. I mean,
absolutely.
The post-Derby discussion has been like nothing we've ever seen. But now it's time to move on to Baltimore, as Bill Belichick would say. But we do have some news to start out with. There is a new horse in the field.
Dale Romans has decided at the almost last minute to enter Everfast, most recently 5th in the Pat Day Mile. And what's interesting to me is that Joel Rosario picks up the mount.
And there are some other notable jockey assignments in this field.
Absolutely. Bodie Express was ridden in the Derby by Chris Landeros, and you get Johnny V aboard for the Preakness. Irad Ortiz gets back on Bourbon War. They most recently finished 4th together in the Florida Derby. And Jose Ortiz is going to pick up another Twist of Fate, who made a lot of noise out west.
Yeah, and Mike Smith is going to be on Improbable, who will likely be the favorite in this race. And here's what Bob Baffert had to say about how the horse is doing and the competition he'll be facing.
I don't have the any of the Derby winners in there, so I think what Improbable is, he handled the race really well today, and but he came out of it really well. That's the thing about him. I think the shorter distance is going to help him. But you know what? For a horse that has run so many times, man, he doesn't look like he's run. So. I'm really happy with the way he's moving, but the thing about his mechanics, he's really light on his feet, and so he doesn't really struggle. And we'll see how he handles Pimlico.
Oh, Bob Baffert with his one-liners. He's always got them.
He's getting better at them, actually.
Yeah, maybe he's practicing. Well, I think the storyline here for this Preakness is the 4 horses that come out of the Derby were all affected in some way by the traffic jam, if not directly by the disqualification, by the traffic jam that happened in the Derby.
Absolutely. Improbable couldn't get off the rail. Baffert has said several times that he really needs the horse on the outside. Of course, War of Will and Bodie Express were both named in the disqualification, and then Win just had all kinds of traffic problems.
And we have 9 other horses in the field that we know something about, but maybe there's a potential grade 1 type horse in that group. We'll be talking more about them in the next couple of days. Let's talk about Mucho Gusto, who was a graduate last year of the Fasig-Tipton Mid-Atlantic sale, consigned by Kirkwood Stables for $625,000. He's had an impressive start to his career.
Sure, absolutely. The son of Mucho Macho Man won his debut, and then he won the Bob Hope. And then this year, he won the Bob Lewis by 4 3/4 lengths, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an impressive performance. You can see an emphatic win. And the family has some notable names in it. Forever Together, I'm sure you remember her. Peaks and Valleys. Also, Broken Vow and Alternation.
Pretty sure his daughter just won the Kentucky Oaks.
Yeah, Serengeti Empress. What an impressive win that was.
Absolutely. He'll be in the Las Barreras this weekend.
That's right. So yes, coming up this weekend, catch Mucho Gusto, consigned by the Kirkwood Stables last year, and they're going to be at Barn C this year at the Mid-Atlantic sale, so check them out. That's going to do it for this edition of the Triple Crown News Minute. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.